Hello, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Really cool to have you here. Today, I want to talk about how to overcome the fear of failure. And the reason why I want to talk about that is because yesterday someone asked a question about that during my session about how to prepare for giving a training. And I thought it was a really nice one. And I hear this question a lot. So that's why I wanted to dedicate a video to that one. As usual, I'm just going to quickly do my checks to make sure everything is working. Okay, that is working correctly. Hello, Beauty. Nice to have you on. Please feel free to let me know where you have tuned in from. Always good to know. Okay, so everything's starting up right now. Okay, great. So, welcome everyone. Like I said before, today's about how to overcome the fear of failure. And basically, how I want to talk about it is just by mentioning a number of different things, a number of different ways how you can look at it, a number of different things, different ways how you can handle it, and basically how you can allow yourself to let fear sit in the back seat, because a lot of the time people say, oh, you can let fear disappear, but fear will always be there regardless of what you do, regardless of how you look at it. But it's just, how do you manage it, and how do you allow it not to take control of what you are doing, but still be able to cope with it in a lovely way and to be able to keep on moving towards your goal. So thanks for waving. Very nice to have you here. And also, hey D, cool to have you here again. Hey Aileen. Oh, Aileen, big shout out to you for your lovely live. Really amazing. Thank you for joining, Joanne. Hey Rahole, how are you doing? Long time no see. Really nice to have you joining. Okay, cool. So basically, the first thing that I wanted to start off with. Hey, Lucilla. I hope I say that correctly, Lucilla. So the first thing I want to start off with is, again, the principle or the fact that fear is always there, right? It's just a way, how can you cope with it, and how can you allow yourself not to be limited by it, but you can continue to do good things. Hey, yes, everybody, let me know where you're tuning in from. Always good to know. Um, so basically, yeah, did you know how to manage it, manage fear? So that's the first thing. It will always be there, but you want to be able to manage it. And what for me basically allowed me to manage it in much better than before, because I remember when I was younger, I used to be a little bit no, very shy, and at times I still am very shy. I don't know, for those of you who know me a bit better, I don't know if you guys know this bit, but basically for myself, I'm like a mix between, I think, extrovert. So I'm very loud and I'm very, excited. I'm always smiling. I'm very much into, starting conversations and stuff. But on the other hand, I'm actually also really shy. So it's like mix. But when I was much younger, I had a lot more that I was really, really shy and didn't always dare to always directly take initiative to do certain things, even though I was very, very outgoing, so to speak, like extrovert, right? But one of the things that I learned from my dad, which was really beautiful. Hey, Nana, cool to have you on. Was really, really made a big impact to me, ever since I was young, and I've been able to, share this with a lot of my clients as well, and on different stages that I've been blessed to speak on, is that most important thing to know, and if you're making notes, make sure to write this down, is that you're always proud of yourself and always believe in yourself. This was one of the biggest things that, our family, my dad, my mom, like within our upbringing, we've always been taught that regardless of what other people say, regardless of what other people think, just always be proud of yourself. Always do your best. Always do things with good intentions. Always make sure that you come from a place of gratitude and you come from a place of respect for other people. Don't force anything upon other people, and allow yourself to, yeah, to be the best version of yourself by, coming from love, right? Gabby Bernstein talks about this. If you have the teacher of love and you have the teacher of I believe hate. I don't know if it's like love and hate, or love and fear, but even anyways, love and something else, which is not good. And with, hey David, cool to have you on. Hey Bali, nice to have you on as well. I hope I actually pronounce it right. Is it Bali or is it Bali? Bali. I always forget. But anyways, that you come from love first. But in that, and a lot of people talk about this, like the self-love principle and stuff. But it is very important for you to realize that you are well worth of every single thing that you would like to do, every single to walk every single beautiful path. And it is not anybody else who is then allowed to stop you from that. So basically, if there is something that you would love to do, if you do have a dream, if you have a hope, if you have a vision, something that you would like to proceed or to just do, then you have all the right to do so. If it's something beautiful, if it's something positive, then you should definitely remember and continuously remind yourself that you have all the right to do so and that you are worth it, and to be proud of yourself, and to believe in yourself to take that action, and not to care what other people may think of you or may say to you or may try to manipulate you in any certain way, trying to make you feel like you're not good enough, or that the way how you did a certain thing is not good enough. That should never matter at all, because you are worth doing or trying whatever it is that you want to do on your path towards greatness within you, right? So that's the first and foremost things. And I really remember throughout our upbringing, from me, Kaina, my brother Midun, that we've always, our parents made a very conscious effort to always say that to us and to always have conversation with us about that point. And so that's why a lot of the things that I do right now, I always say to people, believe in yourself. It's really, really important to believe in yourself, because once you do, you also realize that if you do something, that with that belief, your path towards succeeding, whatever succeeding may mean, is much more beautiful, much more efficient, much more successful, because your belief is everything. It's really, that's the biggest thing. Your belief is the biggest thing that stands in between you and that thing that you would like to reach. And it isn't a magic formula, it isn't a magic strategy, it isn't this or it isn't that, even though all these different things, and I'm specifically talking about business in a lot of the times, but it doesn't have to be business per se. It can be success or achieving something in any area of life. That the biggest thing that would stop you from not reaching that, or in other words, fail, is whether you do or do not believe in yourself. And I don't know exactly what this quote is, but whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. And that is true, right? So always believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, and if you then tap from that and allow that belief to fuel you, such that you take that step, the thing that you want to try or do for the very first time, or maybe not for the first time, but you just want to do it, then that way of doing it now is fueled by that belief energy. And when you have the belief energy, it allows you to make magic. It allows you to approach things and do things that will not only influence yourself to be able to perform better, but it will allow to affect other people positively around you as well. So it will even bring down the amount of judgment that you will get. So believing, that's the number one thing, first of all. But then the second thing, and this helped me a lot as well. Hey, Tante Patricia, nice to have you here. Hey, Dean. Hey, Lena. Let me just send a few waves. Hey, Victoria. How's Charlotte doing? Hey, Fana. Really nice to have you all join. And thank you so much, Gietti. Really, really appreciate your comments. So that's the first thing. But then the second thing, what is very important, and this is very much connected to what I spoke about a few days ago, I believe, is what you are doing it for. That is a very big thing that can allow you to surpass that fear of failure as well. And a lot of people talk about it as, your why. Hey, Dad, mwah, love you. having your why very clear, and to really know what is this reason that you want to pursue a certain path, that you want to do something or try something new. And if you have that reason very clear, and you actually get a, let's say, emotional attachment to it, or let's say that you already have experienced how that is and then so much want it, that allows you to surpass it. So let me just give you an example. I was talking about this a few days ago, that whoever you are, whoever is listening to me right now on being here live or listening to the replay, just think about what your dream is. What is your ideal future? Just think about, let's say, the next 5 years. Where would you love to see yourself in the next 5 years? If it was all up to you. Now picture that for yourself. Have it in your mind. You may as well want to close your eyes and think about that. How is that situation? How is that future? What is the surroundings? Where are you at that moment? How does it feel? Like, is it for me personally, a lot of the time I think about the beach and I can feel the sun like on my skin, the warmth. I can hear music and I can hear laughter. I can feel a warm feeling inside. I can feel the sand on my feet as it is a little bit hot, and my feet are feeling this is like it's not bad. It's actually like nice, warm, and soothing feeling. And like basically the way how you want to think about that ideal future for yourself is as if you were to step into it, and with all senses you want to create an as colorful picture as you possibly can. You want to use the way how you will see things. You want how things will smell, you will hear things, how things will feel, everything. You want to combine everything to make an as colorful picture of that future as you possibly can. And when you do that, and you then also ask yourself the question, how would achieving this future make you feel? And really get into the emotional state that you feel like, this would make me feel so, so happy. And you feel that happiness and you hold that happiness. That will allow you to be so emotionally attached to that future or to achieving something like that. It could be that particular future or even something better. You never know. You can't like say, okay, it's going to be exactly this way, but it's either this or something even better than that, right? By having that emotion that you couple to it, that allows you to put out the right vibrations to be able to actually get there. Right. And what is this thing again? How that is called? Emotion leads to motion, and motion leads to results. I believe that's the way how people say it, right? So that is very important, having the emotional attachment, because especially for those of you who believe in manifesting things, it starts with having the thoughts. It starts with having the thoughts being able to produce vibrations. But if you couple emotion to it, it is much more strong. And what you will want to do then as well is to allow those to be happy emotions, happy feelings that you can actually allow it to create and make space for everything to come on your path such that you can walk towards that future. So that is one thing. But then by having that clear vision, by having that why, that is the thing that can allow you to take action that will be brave action. And what I mean by that is this. If you have that vision of yourself so clear, that beautiful future of you, your loved ones, and everybody that you care about, and it is so, so important to you, so emotionally important to you, then you know that you have to take certain actions and that it is well worth it to take those actions. You have your why so clear that you will stay focused, that you will stay determined, that you will stay motivated, that you will feel brave, that you will have all that it takes to be able to walk towards your goal. And that's why a lot of the time people say you have to have your why clear, because if you have your why clear, you will take certain actions that maybe otherwise, if you didn't care so much about, your beautiful future, then you wouldn't take those steps because the fear would have been greater. But if your why and your feeling towards that why is much greater, then it doesn't matter, because then this is what I'm doing it for. And it's therefore well worth it to take this step, even though I might fail. It's worth it because I will get up, and again I will go, and I will get up, and again I will go, and I will get up. Because all successful people say, which regardless what type of success, it could be success financially, it could be success in health, it could be success in relationships, it could be success in raising a beautiful family, all different types of success. But what all successful people say is that it's not about the amount of times that you fail or the amount of times that you fall. It's about the amount of times that you stand up after you have fallen. So essentially, if you always keep on standing up, there is no failure. You only ever fail if you stop trying. And so that is then the third point, that there is no such thing as failing. Every single thing in life happens for a reason. Every single thing that comes to your life, whether it is something that you like or whether it is something that you don't like so much, it is there for a reason. A lot of people say it's either a blessing or it is a lesson. And so if you understand that, and if you then embrace every single moment, even though it might be a little bit hard or challenging moments, then you also understand that you can think, hey, what is actually the learning in this? How can I allow this moment to strengthen myself? How can I allow this pain to actually become my power, and for me to actually share it with others so that it becomes their power as well? So that's another very powerful thing that can come from this. But with all these things coupled together, and you knowing why you're doing it, you knowing that you should believe in yourself, and if you believe in yourself, you have all the energy that it requires to be able to get it in the way that you want it to be. And if you know that regardless what people say, it doesn't matter, because you know what you're doing, you're well worth of doing it, and it doesn't matter what other people say. I know why I'm doing it. And if you also know that there actually never actually is failing, that it's only ever, you learning certain things, you're going for certain things, or you're doing something there that it doesn't exactly turn out as how you thought it would be, but because it didn't turn out the way how you wanted it to be, you actually get on a path which is much better, and it leads to much better results. So with all these things together, I hope it will make you understand just as much as it makes me understand that whatever I feel is a positive path to pursue. And even though it comes with some fear, or it comes with some excitement, or it comes with some like, oh my gosh, what am I about to do? Like, can I do this? What if I this? What if I don't succeed? What if people say this or that or that? It doesn't matter. I have all the right to take that step. And regardless of what happens, it is something that is meant to happen for me. And if I just do everything that I do with a pure intent, with positive intentions, in a way that I don't hurt anybody with it, but I just want to do something which is cool, nice, challenging, but beautiful, then I have all the right to do that. And regardless of what happens, it is something that will empower me, and it will allow me to empower even more people. So that was basically my answer to Tracy. So I just really want to thank Tracy for asking this question. And it's especially the beginning part, what we have learned from our upbringing about, always believing yourself, and the fact that, it shouldn't matter what other people say about you. Now, I don't mean this in a silly way, because only a fool would really, close their eyes to everything that people would be saying. I don't mean don't listen or don't care about what other people say in a way that you just close your eyes to, and then you just feel like, oh, only what I say matters. Not at all. Basically, you want to have some kind of a scale mechanism in you to be able to judge what you can take on board and what you shouldn't allow to come on board. And so if someone says something, there almost always is something in there that you can use to better yourself and to improve yourself. If someone says something, then you can say, hey, you grab it, you look at it, and you think, what is in here that I can actually use to make myself stronger, to make myself better, to make myself a newer or a greater version of myself. And that comes with a lot of honesty to yourself. Sometimes whenever people give criticism, it doesn't feel nice, and you feel like, no, I don't like to listen to it. You're just jealous, right? Or say something like that. But a lot of the time, there might actually be a hidden message that can allow you to learn from it, that can allow you to grow better, to grow stronger, and to evolve yourself. And so just look at whatever you're getting honestly and think, hey, this part, that can actually allow me to get better. So I'm putting it in my bag. All the other parts, I just let it pass. Sometimes you get something which is completely let it pass. But just always, allow yourself to listen and allow yourself to be open to the feedback that you're getting, but don't allow it to take control of you. That is what I meant to say with the beginning point. Don't allow other people's judgment to dim your light such that you don't dare to do things anymore. No, just look at it, be confident, believe in yourself, listen. Hey, this is feedback. This part, that's just negative stuff. I don't want to listen to that. But this part is actually true. Let's take that on board. Let's, improve myself. And here we go again. So that's basically the way how you can continuously improve yourself, get better, and be open to feedback. And I just want to close this session off by a quote by, I believe it was Abraham Lincoln. He said, "I learned from every single person that I meet, and I mostly learned what not to do." So regardless of who you meet, regardless of who says something or presents you with some form of feedback, always be open to learn from it. And a lot of the times you might just learn what not to do, or what not to do in a certain way that someone does it to you. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. If you thought this video was useful, please feel free to give it some love. Also, if you think that anybody could benefit from this video, feel very free to share it or to tag someone below on the media where you can tag it. Otherwise, I also want to say, I really do enjoy having these conversations with you guys. I very much enjoy all the beautiful comments that everybody's giving. And if there's any topic in particular that you have a question about, just like Tracy asked this question, which led to this video, feel very free to comment that below. And I always love to have this conversation and to just do some talking and to share some points, regardless of the topic. I'll just be more than happy to do that. So let me know in the comments. Other than that, I wish you a fabulous rest of the day wherever you are right now. And I'm going to enjoy my interview sessions with the next batch of Launch Your Business students, or they've applied for becoming a student. So I'm going to be on the phone. So catch you guys later. Wishing you an amazing rest of the day. Mwah, 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 to everybody. Bye. Oh, Instagram died. No, Instagram went. It's always Instagram. Okay, bye YouTube. See you guys later. And also bye Facebook.